Hello, and welcome to the introduction to the new Tulip Festival stamp set and Tulip Festival dies. Now, the stamp set is mini, but it packs a mighty tulip punch. First, you have the tulip image, some splattery spots that you can stamp, and several sentiments. Hello, thank you. Some are scripty, a variety of font. I'll always pick you. You make the world more colorful. You make me happy. And then you turn it here. I think you are wonderful and happy spring. So a lot of different sentiments to choose from for different occasions. And then here is the Tulip Festival die set. There's 3 tulip blooms, several different stems and greenery to choose from. I die cut everything to show you how it looks and how you can layer. For the stems and greenery, I did a mixture of parsley and sprout solid color cardstock. So as you can see, when you lay on the leaves, you can mix and match. And the stems kind of are all slightly different as well. Some kind of arch to the left, to the right. You can get different looks. And then for the blooms, there's 3 of them. They're all slightly different. You really can mix and match. You can't go wrong with the organicness of the tulip stem. And so here I did 3 out of grapefruit cardstock. You can make it as open or as tight as you prefer. Here's a buttercup, and then here's one out of honeysuckle. And again, you can really mix and layer these blooms to your heart's content. Now, if you want to add a little bit of color contrast, one thing that I did was I took kind of like the same ink color. So I pulled out the buttercup ink and I'm blending a little bit on the buttercup die cuts to the outer petals, or you could do the inner petal, or you could do all 3. You really can do whatever floats your boat. Okay, so when I glue these on, you can see that it gives a little bit of contrast and it has some nice interest. Another thing you could do if you don't want to blend is die cut them out of different shades of solid color cardstock. So I could have die cut maybe one out of buttercup and then the outer 2 out of sunflower or honeycomb. So you could do that as well, mixture of solid color cardstock, or you can add the contrast with blending. Okay, so that's the buttercup bloom, and I'm just going to quickly adhere that on a stem just to show you how easily that comes together. I'll glue on the leaves just a little bit. I'm using Bare Laird's glue. Any liquid glue will work great. You could probably even use tape runner in a pinch. So there is a perfect little tulip stem. I'm going to do the same process with the honeycomb. I pulled out the honeycomb ink and I'm blending it on those outer honeycomb petals. I'm not sure if maybe you should blend the inner or the outer. I should have Googled it. At the end of the day, there's no tulip police out there. You can either make the inner darker or the outer darker, or do whatever you think looks fabulous. I think this looks really good. Okay, I'm going to glue this on another stem. So if you use everything that's in the die set one time, I didn't repeat anything. I just took all the dies and die cut them once. You'll end up with 3 finished tulips. And I'll show you, I'm going to use all 3 of these tulips on the card at the end that I'll show you. But if you want to just do one tulip in the center of a card, keep it more sophisticated and refined. That looks very classy. Or you could do like a whole bouquet of tulips and really bring in all the colors. A little bit north of me, up in Michigan, there's a little town called Holland, Michigan, and they are known for their tulips. In May, I believe, they have a gorgeous tulip festival. So I immediately thought of Holland, Michigan when I saw this stamp and die set. Okay, so I blended a little bit of, grapefruit ink on the outer grapefruit petals, glued that on the stem, and then I'm adding the little leaves to the side. Now this one has the mixture. One side is a sprout leaf and the other side is a parsley leaf. And I like that mixture of greenery just for some added interest. Okay, so there you have 3 finished tulips using the Tulip Festival die set. Now I'm going to take these tulips and put them on a card that I will show you here. Okay, here's these very clean, simple, colorful, happy cards. Here's the 3 tulips that I put together. I kind of hung them off the left side of the panel. I added the sentiment, you make the world more colorful. And then here I just did 6 tulip blooms. I did blend tone on tone. I also stamped those splattery dots from this stamp in the Tulip Festival stamp set. I added the Happy Spring sentiment and some clear drops for embellishment. And that is the introduction to the new Tulip Festival stamp set and Tulip Festival dies.